Hi guys, it's Viren here. We've got another fantastic video. Can't wait to show you guys. Really looking forward to it. So we've all been there. It's a new staff meeting. We're all sitting there brainstorming with our colleagues. We're working out what exactly to put on our website. Should we have new dynamic, new menus? Keep saying the word new. Should we have new user interface, more search features, more layouts and content, more buttons? Basically loads of different things everyone's coming up with, but in the back of your mind you're thinking, no, I want it streamlined, I want it slick, and I want it clean looking like an Apple website. Well, you're actually right, and what psychology tells us, what psychology studies have shown us throughout the years, is less is really more. And with web design in particular, the more minimal it is, the more it will convert. The more likely you will get leads, sales, product sales, and all the rest of it. The more likely your business will generate revenue because your website is minimal, clean, and straight to the point. In this video, we're going to talk about how minimal websites, clean, slick, elegant, stylish websites ultimately perform better. There's no need to complicate your website. There's no need to add diverse, numerous features that will ultimately bloat your website and make you lose traffic and make you lose sales and leads. If you stick right to the end, we're going to give you some helpful tips on how to design a minimal website and some really good pointers on how to make your website convert better through a minimalist website strategy. Hi guys, my name is Viren. I am a web designer and I specialize in minimalist website strategy. I have worked with numerous businesses from like pubs and restaurants all the way to professional services, but in most cases I tend to work with small and medium-sized businesses. I really enjoy the entrepreneurial spirit that we currently live in right now, and I think your website is so important right now. It's a tool that we can use to generate so many sales and leads and ultimately help your business while you end up doing something that you love and letting the online and the tech work for you and not the other way round. So if you'd like to learn more about this and keep updated every time we delve into this unique and very niche topic, feel free to hit that subscribe button and keep updated on future videos. So let's get into minimalist website strategy and work out why this sort of website performs better than complicated websites. Now the first reason, the first word that I'm going to say in this video, and it may leave you a bit perplexed and confused as to why I'm saying it, but it all comes down to jam. Okay, so jam. What do I mean by jam? Jam is obviously something you put on your toast. It's a very nice, sweet, delicious condiment that you have. But what has it got to do with web design? Well, what it comes down to is choice. Choice is what breaks up minimalist websites from complicated, overdone and bloated websites. Choice is what makes your website have a clean user interface compared to something that is bloated and old-fashioned. In the consumer's head, people love choice. They want as much choice as possible. When you ask someone about their favorite jam or their favorite manufacturer of a food that they love, they'll always say, I want more flavors. They'll always say, I want more varieties. And generally speaking, most people think this way. Most people want the flavors. Most people want different colors. They want different styles when they go to a shop. So in the consumer's head, choice is something they really want and they really desire. And all psychology studies that have gone through this topic in numerous detail has said exactly that. Because people love choice. Okay, let's talk about jam. Now, they did a famous psychology experiment, and this one is so famous in consumer psychology. I'm gonna put the reference down below here. And basically, what happened in this jam experiment was they basically asked people in a jam stall. They had two different stalls. One had 6 varieties of jam flavors, and the other had 24. So there are two different stalls. And they asked people, consumers, people about to buy the products, which stall would they prefer? The one with 6 flavors or the one with 24 flavors? And everyone thought this was a trick question, but in fact, it wasn't. And a lot of people answered how the scientists and the psychologists had suggested or had predicted, and that was that most people would tick the option with the 24 different varieties and flavors of jam. That's because, again, people love choice. They think in their heads, in their minds, that a lot of choice is good for them, because ultimately people love decision making. They love the ability to make those decisions, and they feel the power in doing so. But, and there's a massive but. Actually, what happened was the complete opposite. Was people ended up buying more from the stall with less flavors. The stall with 6 flavors instead of that of 24. In fact, this was so shockingly different. They're 10 times more likely to buy from the stall with only 6 flavors compared to that of the 24 flavors on the other stall. But you're asking yourself, why is this the case? Why didn't the stall with 24 flavors end up selling out? Because people tick this as their preferred option. Well, the problem is too much choice equals no choice at all. And what it ends up with are people or customers becoming stressed, anxious, confused, perplexed, and annoyed that there's too many options. So they end up not choosing a flavor at the end. I'm not saying get rid of all the different options or flavors within your offering, but I'm saying less is more, and it's better to pick really good quality options in a smaller amount than it is to overbear the user with too many options and flavors, in this instance for jams. However, this goes against the very nature in which we design things, because essentially when we design things like a website or something that involves some sort of user experience or interface, we're thinking in the back of our minds, we want choice, we like choice, we want as much choice as possible. We actually think by having more sub-menus, more call to actions within our website, more pictures, more text, we're essentially giving more to the user because we think in the back of our minds we would like more ourselves. But this is actually completely wrong and completely detrimental to your website. It's going to end up costing you big time. Ultimately, minimalist websites will always outrank and perform better in this scenario, because less is more, and the less options and choices you have within your user interface and your user experience, the more likely they are to perform the certain actions and tasks required of them within the website itself. So if you need someone to fill out a form to get in touch, or if you need someone to buy a taster pack on your website, or if you need someone to even find out the location of your restaurant or your cafe in which they would like to have some food or some nice place to eat or drink, basically the less you have for them, the less obstacles and barriers you create for them in this whole process from A to B, the more likely they are to then perform that. Now, this isn't just me who is saying this. There are plenty of examples, a whole plethora of popular high-end businesses that use this. Take a look at Tesla.com, take a look at Apple.com, sites like WhatsApp or Skype. They all practice this strategy, and they're not afraid to get rid of content. So from this video, I can give you 3 takeaways to apply and add to your own website in order to make it a minimalist and high converting tool for your business. First of all, reduce the number of choices on your website. Make sure that if you have multiple menus and numerous menus with huge sub-menus, if you really want this whole process streamlined and you want people to buy that one specific product or click on that specific contact form where they get in touch, make sure it's very, very clear and obvious, and there's only one option really for the user to click. Second thing I'd say is reduce as much clutter as possible. Just think about it. You have 3 minutes. That's the average time someone spends on your website these days. Can they get all the right and necessary information within 3 minutes? Have a think yourself. Test it on specific users and look and see whether they can get that information within a specific time. Third thing is make sure your unique niche and business stands out. This kind of goes back to the point I just made, but make sure that people understand what makes you different. Highlight this in your tagline within the homepage of your website. Nothing else is distracting people from this tagline, making sure they see it as the first thing on the website. Your unique niche is what makes you stand out as a business compared to other services. So it's important that in a minimalist website strategy, this is the first thing people see and they know exactly what you do and differentiates you from the rest of the competition. This will ultimately help you attract the right ideal clients for your business and generate more revenue for your company or service. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and make sure to leave us a massive thumbs up if you did, or if you didn't, leave us a thumbs down. We don't mind. Just keep us updated on how we did today. If you know any minimalist websites that you really enjoy using, or any examples that you could show us, feel free to comment below and we would love to check them out. It's also great to share this with the community and help others in this YouTube domain and community. Feel free to subscribe to our channel, where we'll be posting weekly videos on minimalist website strategy and also tips on using platforms such as Squarespace. So if you'd like to keep updated, make sure to hit that subscribe button and click that bell icon so you'll be always updated for future videos. If you want to learn more about minimalist website strategy, we have created an awesome free to use workbook that describes everything from the ground up, from a beginner's level, on how to apply minimalist website strategy to your own business and company. It's written by myself and the team at Original Box. Basically, we've used our 5 years of experience to put our love and passion into minimalist website strategy. So if you have a high premium service, or you're an entrepreneur and you want to create a very slick and elegant website and you have no idea what to do, and you're struggling right now on discovering how many menus I should have on my website, what content I should put on my homepage, feel free to download this workbook. The link is in the description and you get free access to it. It will really help your business. So what's there to lose, really? Thank you so much for watching the video today. Again, to make a website that works for you and not the other way around. Thank you and have a great day wherever you are.